the organ the king of instruments? To musicians who love organ music, it's definitely the king. To most musicians, most classically trained musicians even, the organ is somewhat the unwanted cousin. And if one doesn't have a great organ, it's hard to be able to convince people of the merits of the literature. And certainly there are great organs in churches, but many secular musicians don't come to church, don't hear it in church, and associate it more with the liturgy of the church as opposed to absolute music. So really what we have here in the Schwartz Center is for us the fulfillment of a long, long dream to have a concert hall with a pipe organ, so that the whole secular side of music making can also find its counterpart in organ music as well, for recitals, for playing with orchestra. Why did I come to organ as really my instrument? I would say it was especially because of my love for the greatest composer in the world, Johann Sebastian Bach. And Bach's favorite instrument was the pipe organ. And Bach wrote more music for his favorite instrument than he wrote for any other medium. There's something about the organ to me that is especially wonderful because in Bach's hands it develops both linear writing, polyphony, or what we call counterpoint, the ability for several voices simultaneously to be expressing themselves, and at the same time the incredible, incredible vertical sonorities, the harmonies that result. It really, to me, is transcendent. I think, to me, the real point is that for the greatest music that was written for this instrument, for the pipe organ, to be heard properly, one needs a pipe organ. One cannot hear it adequately on anything except a great pipe organ. And the literature that I am interested in and really have devoted my life to is classical, Western music, the canon, what sometimes might be considered the dinosaurs of a world that has gone in another direction. And yet, to me, this music in this setting allows a type of expression and a creative expression of the composer, of the music, and of the performer in a way that cannot be found otherwise. What makes the sound of the Daniel Jaeckel organ unique is probably that it is able to both have a focal point in the literature of Bach, whom I think to be the greatest composer, and yet simultaneously be able to be having some other strengths that other Bach organs do not have. And to have authenticity in more than one area is extremely difficult to do. Can the organ be part of mainstream? It really isn't yet, and it is to many people still a dinosaur, and yet certainly I think it has every right to be part of the mainstream, and music is more than violin music, more than piano. It also includes organ.